Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlrynae here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. When last we left off, we were here in the Prancing Pony. We were talking to Strider. We were starting Book 1, Chapter 1. I know at the last time it has been a while. It has been a while. What with the festival going on, for the few days I was able to do that, my computer having its problems, and me having to reinstall Windows on it, and then doing some mandatory overtime at work for the last 4 or 5 days. It has been a while since we've been here on Gnarlo and Gnarlrynae, hasn't it? But we are going to get back to it. I know at the last episode I said that we were going to not continue along with Book 1, Chapter 1. I was going to head back over to the Arid Luwine, and that we would be finishing up Slayer deeds and that sort of thing. But instead, I am, since it's been so long, I'm going to finish up Book 1, Chapter 1 here, the Unraveling, what is the name? Unraveling the Thread. And as we said, I will put right across the top here the episodes. If you want to know the background behind what we're going to do, we're about to go and try to rescue the ranger Amdir from the Nazgul. The Nazgul have captured him. They're about to turn him into a Kargul. They are working with the bandits of the Chetwood Forest nearby here over to our northeast, outside of the towns of Archet and Combe. And once again, you don't really know any of that unless you played the human and Hobbit storylines, beginning storylines, prologue, and all that we've been through. Much like the elf here that we were doing. So I will throw up the numbers. It's basically the go to the Gnarlo plays with himself. my playthrough with Gnarlo the burglar, and play from the very first episode up until episode whatever I have pasted up here, and that will get you to where we are, and you'll know the backstory if you haven't done it. And I'm sure everyone out there has played as a hobbit or a human, and gotten through the stories here. So that is where we're going to pick up. We're going to continue along with Book 1, Chapter 1, and then after that, after we've got the story going again, then I'm going to go back over to the Arid Luwine and start working on some of those Slayer deeds and traveling deeds and all. We do have a few to clear up right here. In fact, we've gotten a title awarded to us. What was it? Lucky Duck. Your ability to spot fast-eating hobbits and fast-staggering dwarves is uncanny. And we got that by completing this deed, which is a lucky day at the races. That's the one where you have to win with each one of them. You have to win at least one time with each of the 4 hobbits whenever they were eating and racing, and you had to win with each one of the 4 dwarfs when they were drinking and racing. So we did manage to do that while we were out. And we got another deed bestowed, Too Much of Everything, in which we have to complete the deed Much Drinking, Much Running, and Much Eating, Much Running. In both of these, the much drinking, much running, we have to win with each of the dwarves 3 times. You got to win with 3 times with Otto, 3 times with Signar, 3 times with Lar, and 3 times with Kolmar. Same thing with the hobbits. 3 times with Mudrick, 3 with Gladdy, 3 with Birdie, and 3 with Daffy. So those, and once you complete these 2 deeds, that's whenever you get the Too Much of Everything here. And you get the heave emote, and you get the picky picker title, and a little sack full of summer festival tokens. So we've got that going on as well. That's how much we were able to accomplish in the festival, and I think we got a kite or 2 as well. Let's pull up our collections menu, which I really enjoy. Yep, we got the sunny summer kite on her, and I think we had enough to get some more, but we ended up not. I think we had enough tokens to get another kite, but we ended up not being able to get back on due to work and having to do stuff with my wife. So, real life. It's got great graphics, but man, it can get in the way. Let's go ahead and talk to Strider here and see what he has to say about Book 1, Chapter 1.
Are you ready to leave?
Are you prepared to travel yet? If so, then come nightfall, we will move against the camp where Amdir and the Dwarf Lord have gone into hiding. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're fighting Amdir and, of course, Skorgrim, the Dwarf Lord. And it's the same kind of opposite thing, you know. If you are playing the man in the Hobbit, as we saw with Gnarlo. Wait, here.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Black Wolves' camp. But not all is as it seems.
Bring in good old Bobo. Amdir's terror must end now. You know, it's the same kind of thing. If you were playing with the humans or the hobbits and got to this point, you didn't know all the backstory of Skorgrim, which we have seen having come through here with the elves. Okay. Now, let us talk to Strider. In fact, I think I may do the beginning thing one more time. I won't have to do the actual prologue, but I think I may do the... Are we safe here, Aragorn? I think we may do the actual beginning where you roll up a first-level dwarf and do that part where you get through just the introductory thing, and that way we'll have seen pretty much... I guess we have to do a human one as well. Haven't done that. And we'll have them all recorded, won't we? So we may add those two. We may add the dwarf beginning thing in, which happened 60 years ago. And is a very interesting... You get to meet a few interesting characters that you're not expecting to meet. And then the human one, I cannot remember. It has been so long. Anyway, let's talk to Strider.
There is evil afoot.
Can you feel the chill in the air? It is no natural code, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here, but there's a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Lenglen and I will look for another way inside, while you and Torhan search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Breeland. It is time for us to act. Torthan, take Gnarlrynae with you and head to the main gate. Lenglen and I will look for another entrance and press the attack from there. Yes, sir. Good. Lenglen, let us go. Huh? I said about rangers taking off before. Are you coming with me? Ah, there we go. I was wondering how long it was going to take. I guess they do give you time to sit and...
Are you ready?
Should you happen to run after Aragorn there. Come with me. It is time to deal with Amdir and these brigands. If Amdir escapes, it could spell doom for Middle-earth. Let me get a cup of coffee right quick. It has been a while since I've talked this much. We talk at work, of course, and I talk just my own fair share, let me tell you. If not more so, but I've always got other rude people interrupting me and wanting to tell their stories, you know. Ungrateful gits. Let us go. We must find Amdir. Wait, someone is coming. Let us see who it is. What were those things? That dwarf has gone mad. Brigands, get them. Do we kill the guard as well? Hello? Oops, I'm standing in some cow drops, aren't I? Alright, looks like the guard is not taking part in this thing. Who goes there? Intruders! Onwards, we must find Amdir. Hit you with my stick. Come on, hit you with my stick. Alright, so it looks like we got Torthan up there, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. And of course you're going to run into every single corner. Of course you are. Just expect it. Look at all the guards there that are sitting there going, oh! Okay, Torthan, what are you going to do? Why have you frozen here? Why have you stopped? There you go. I'm surprised we're not fighting the ones that are just sitting there doing nothing, you know? It's the kind of thing normally he would be doing. Let's get this other guy. Hit him with a burning ember while we're at it. Just to be sure and take him out. Said I do want to make sure Torthan, this is one that I want to make sure that we get through. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to. Love those caltrops. Such a wonderful little effect. I do need to see about actually going around and turning off the little bounding boxes there. I don't like the ones that give you the... Don't like where it gives you the area of effect boundaries. So the enforcers must be having to come out here and get these guards they're trying to get the guards back on their feet. Going, hey. You need to be up. We don't need to be cowering in the darkness. I don't care how evil these creatures are. If you need to rest, then now is the time to still your nerve. Did anyone see any chests? I know we don't have bodies to loot anymore, but did we see any chests? Don't see any, and it looks like all the guards and cutthroats, as you see, they're all like, oh, look at them over in the corner going, oh no, oh no. It's just the enforcers. All right, let's see. Is this the one where we have to fight the guy on the platform? Trying to remember. Is this the one where we actually do go up with? I said that this is definitely the one with Amdir.
Silently now, darkness approaches.
Down here, in the southern corner of the camp, the source of the Black World's fear is there. Come. Let me see about this gate. Who goes there? Intruders! Go back to fighting her. There we go. And then hit him with a stick. There now. There's no need for concern yet. Oh, there is Skorgrim. Tell you what we're going to do. We have got... Going up there. Ah, I have found them after all. You are relieved of your obligations, Blackwold. Now to deal with you, Ranger. I have other business to deal with. My servant shall deal with you. Barrow rats, huh? Ooh, and a barrow white. Let's take him out. There we go. Go. Good job. Picking up a lot of deeds that we will have to see about. Have to see if we can pull up here after the adventure. Come, friend, this is not the end of our business here. Bunch of dead Blackwolds there, aren't they? The greatest evils may be behind this gate. Rest now, for we need all of our strength ahead. Glad you actually said that. I did need to look at my hit points there. Okay. Let them get rounded back up. And then we will continue on with Torthan here.
Stay a moment.
Who is that dwarf, and what power has he to command whites? That the Blackwolds were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where is Amdir? Perhaps beyond that gate. Do not lose your nerve. I wish you could go up here in the regular game. They've got this blocked off. That gate in the actual game, the gate there's blocked off. And as far as I know, there's no way past it to get up here. And there's Nazgul. You shall not interfere. Amdir is now a servant of the Great Eye. Now, Amdir, take on the robes of the Kargul, the Forsworn. My lords, the Rangers approach with fire. The fools are too late. Amdir's change is nearly complete. Come, brethren. We must leave. Now is not the time for such a fight. We leave Amdir and these fools to your care, Eogan. Yes, my lord. And they're run off, was that Strider, yep, Strider and them went running off after the Nazgul there. Some of that stuff happens a little bit too quick. You are too late. I am Khadgul. I serve the Great Eye. Some of that stuff happens a little too quick to really get a good thing of it. It's nice to actually have it recorded, you know? I am sorry, Amdir. Be at peace. But yeah, it was Langland and Aragorn came running in and ran off that way after the Nazgul. So nice to have it recorded so I can watch that.
It's a sorry day.
The very first time I saw it, I missed that entirely. It is a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we were forced to slay Amdir, but a relief that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider. I will return to my camp. Completed the instance, unraveling the thread.
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should tarry here no longer.
The Nazgul have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
Hey, I tell you what, let's dismiss Bobo. I am surprised that Parliament even let us bring him into the Prancing Pony. Must have slipped him in through a back door there. All right, Mr. Strider.
Alas for Amdir.
Let's move it over here so we're not taking up the entire screen with it. It grieved my heart that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people remember him as the man he once was, good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgul have crossed the river and moved into Breeland at just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you are able and willing, I may have another task for you. Sure. Let's see what we have here. We have Hingame, which is a nice upgrade to my gloves. Mingham, which we can't use. The Cloak of Cardolan, which is about the same. And freshly worked armor used to select an uncommon piece of might-based medium armor. Well, we don't really need might as a lore master, so it's nice to see that, though. I don't remember when we were here that back in that day there being this freshly worked armor. I think that stuff must have came in maybe with a new player experience kind of stuff and all, because I do not remember that whatsoever. Maybe they put that in when they put in the Matham armor and everything. We're going to grab Hingame. That is a nice update for our gloves.
I have a task for you.
All right. So it's Chapter 2, To a Constable's Aid. So we will go ahead and do that, collect that, rather. I am curious to know who the dwarf you encountered at the Blackwald's camp was. Skorgrim. It was Skorgrim. Go back and watch the previous 30-something videos. You'll see it was Skorgrim. Dwarves are by nature honorable and cannot be dominated by the will of any. Why this one would serve the enemy, I cannot say. Worse yet is the appearance of the Nazgul. I must go watch the East Road, for I'm expecting some travelers, and now fear they may be in danger. Would you travel to Combe and speak to a constable there named Underhill? You may know him already, stout little fellow who loiters about town center. You may suggest to Underhill that he investigate the Blackwald's old hideout. When that is done, return here with your report. If perchance I am not here, assume the worst. So that right there is where, as he says, you may know him already. You've met Underhill if you've already been, as I said, through the Men and the Hobbits. So there you go. Whoa, another movie.
What road did you take, Frodo? The ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fare, search for the light in the darkness.
We are certainly getting our feel of cutscenes in this particular episode, aren't we? Okay, so there you go. Oh, we've already traveled to Combe as well. That was quick. Let us go up here. I'm going to grab the stable master.
What do you need?
Awesome. Okay, so we've gotten that already. And at this point, I think I am going to swift travel back over to Kellendem. Oh, let's look at this first. Take this down. We are going to look at what we have had. Our deed bestowed is White Slayer. Long ago, the Barrow Downs fell under a shadow of evil, and the Witch King sent fell spirits out of Angmar and Rudar to stir the bones of the dead, which lay beneath the green mounds. Something has disturbed the dead that walk, and you must lay their bones to rest. So we've got to defeat 30 wights in Breland. Okay, that we can definitely do. The other thing I want to do, I was looking at that bar down there. I was hoping to catch it in the heat of battle. Let us go ahead and redo the Stone of the Tortoise. There we are. Guys, look at there. We almost dinged to level 16. We only needed 38 experience and we would have had level 16. Wow. That's what happens when you log in and you got that blue experience, that VIP experience hanging down there. Whether you want to level up fast or not, you end up doing it. So we put the tortoise back on until we are, these start turning yellow again. Because like I said, I'd like to try to go through it at level. That would be good. Get the experience of fighting these things as a fair fight, as it were. Okay. And what is my new mail? Dalton Willow, pressing matters. Dear friend, I hope that your studies are not diminished by your desire to trudge throughout the world out there. There's another letter among with this that informs you what I need. Please return it to me quickly. Study should not wait. Let me guess. This is the level 15. Is this the level 15 Lore Master quest? Gnarlrynae. Yep, a recent discovery made me think of you, the talent you have, and the manner in which you comport yourself. This will require you to have your thoughts in very rigid order. Visit me and bring this letter to let me know that you are truly interested. Dalton Willow. All right, we will accept that. Next time, or the next quest we will go on, will definitely be the one there for Dalton Willow, because I believe that's the level 15. Every class has a quest that they have to do at level 15 and continue along with it.
Greetings.
Now, I guess you don't have to do it, but it helps to do it, and it's fun to do it, and it allows you to continue along with your studies and all. We're going to swift travel to Kellendem and go on back. I'm now going to do what I said I was going to do before, go to the Arid Lewine and finish working through all those deeds and all you saw there. And once we actually arrive, I will go ahead and pull up the rest of the deeds and go through, because we got a couple of other new ones while we were there, didn't we? We got Lore the Cardalan Prince, which is find pages of the Journal of Cardalan lost within the Barrow Downs. So we've got to find 6 pages of Cardalan lore, and we can get some wisdom out of it. And we found the ruins of Breland. The ruins of old Arnor are scattered all across Breland. They remain a constant reminder of the ancient glories of the North Kingdom and of the evil that destroyed it. And which one we found? We found Ost Baranor. These ruins mark the place where yet another tower of the North Kingdom once stood, now faded into memory. That's where we were fighting. Ost Baranor there was where we were fighting the brigands and the Nazgul. So we have found one of the, 10 that we have to do there. Alright, that's Breland. Where is the Arid Lewine? Is that this one? Yes. So as you see, we've got a few deeds to finish up here. I think we're going to do the exploration ones first. We got to get the elf ruins. We only got to find one more of those. 3 more places in Ered Luin, 2 more places in the Rathtereg, 1 more outpost to the Dour Hands, 2 more, let's see, Deeds of Ered Luin, and then a whole bunch of Slayer stuff. So that is what we are going to do now. Where is the last elf ruin? Find the Ward Spire. Okay, we will see if we can find that. I think that may be the one that, whoops, wrong one. I'm thinking, is the Ward Spire up here? If the Ward Spire is not up here, I'm thinking, well, places of the elves, it's probably down here, but it may be up here. If it's not up here, I know there is another region of Ered Luin up here. So we are going to go to the farthest northern reach, northeastern reach of the Hothlin that you can find here. And I will report back to y'all, join back up to y'all whenever we find out what is up there. So I will see y'all again in just a moment.
What can I do for you?
You can give me a ride, my friend. Where do we want to go? I actually want to go to Thrassy's Lodge, but we'll get there, I guess, eventually. Let's go to Dualon. I will see y'all again in just a few. We have traveled on further north of Thrassy's Lodge. I saw this monument spire type thing here. I'm going to get a lot closer to it and see if it's anything other than just a... Nope, it's not actually anything. It doesn't look like. There's nothing that comes up. Just wanting to see whether or not it was something of the sort that would give us an area of either the dwarves or the dour hands or the elves. As you see, we are traveling back over here in the region. Let me pull up on our map right quick. Right up here in the region north of Keladul, where we're fixing to head over here to area of Talith Ondrin, where the spiders live, but we're not actually going that way. We're going to go further up to the northeast here, working our way back and forth through all the... looks like we've aggroed something. Working our way back through all the areas north of where the spiders are. If I remember right, is that where the cook is there, maybe? I'll say this might be where the lost cook is, inside that building. I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a peek inside just to see, shall we? Nope, not the lost cook. That is... I heard Serdan obtained permission to use this wood, but I do not know the details. Dongandel. I know we did some quests for him, but I cannot remember off the top of my head what it is. So we will continue on. Where we are trying to travel is actually up, I believe. Let me see. Here, yeah, I think we need to go up this way now. I don't want to head down into that valley. As you see, there's a cliff face over there, which I don't think we can get back up. I think we want to take the high road here and travel on up this way. Avoid the area of the spiders as much as we can. Then again, it's looking like this is going down as well. Let us continue on. Get on around that. Yeah, I don't think there is any way up onto that part. Looks like we ended up coming down this way after all. But as you see, suddenly things are getting very elfy here again. Notice the palette change. Notice the pastel colored trees and all the things. Is that the Ward Spire? That might even be the Ward Spire. Let's see here. We are definitely going... said up until the area here, as he says, this is the area where Serdan used to cut trees for the elven boats. As you see, just outside of this little valley, everything is back into all the evergreens, the pines and the firs and all. I think we are hitting the very furthest northeast part we can go. Interesting little valley down there. We need to head down in there sometime and take a look at that. That's cool. Completed ruins exploration, the Ward Spire. So we did find it. Awesome. Okay, so that is the Ward Spire. As usual, we are going to make a travelogue entry here right quick. I know we didn't for the ones that we did over in Bree a little while ago, but we will make sure that we cover that one as well. So let me go ahead. I will insert the travelogue now. The Ward Spire. This tower, overlooking the Lune, once guarded docks where ships would carry wood and wine from Ithilien to Mithlon. Now it has been abandoned to the wild. Alright, that's our travelogue entry for the Ward Spire here. I'll show you on the map. As you see, as I said, we are right up here, the very furthest northeast part of the arid Lewine that we can get to here. Looks like we are finishing up just in time as nighttime is falling. And wonder what is down. Look at that. Look at the raging Lune River there, the Blue River. That is something I always have loved, that ruined fortress over there. I always hoped that we'd be able to get over there in it, but nothing has ever taken us over there as far as I know of. I don't know of anything high level quest or anything, but I would love to go over there and explore that. That's always been a ambition of mine, which to head over there. And that's looks like obviously like a, that actually looks more like a human ruin, judging by the way the architecture looks. That looks like something of old Arnor or something, but it would be nice to go over there. You see where parts of it have fallen into the river. It would be nice to be able to go and see how that functions there. Okay, folks, so I think that is where we are going to leave off here. Let me go ahead and light up our lamp. There we are. So there you are. I hope you've enjoyed our little trip here. We've been back into it, and we're going to leave off here in the arid Lewine, so I can go and work on the Slayer quest and the other travel deeds like this and see if we can finish them up. In fact, we will finish this. Let's see. Yep, deed completed. So we found the Ninhillith, which had the wolves going through it. We found Tham Galer, which was a celebration place and was now a ruin as well. Lamel's Vineyard, which was overrun with the goblins. Dol Ringwist, who is a decayed and broken ruin. I think that's the one where we planted that thing which would eventually cause the vines in nature to overtake it and pull it back down. And of course the Ward Spire here, so the elf ruins. Yep, explore the old places left behind by the elves. Alright, there you go. So we will leave it there. I hope y'all have had a good one. Thank y'all for coming along, and we will think about, is it going to be Slayer deeds or more exploration stuff next? And we will see you then. Bye-bye.